Al,
hey, hold on.
wants to be noticed.
I got to interrupt for a second. There's a woman on the phone who is offended by Gilbert Gottfried. Just 1 second. I've been waiting to get a hold of her. Just 1 second. Hey, ma'am.
Yes?
This woman was at a Gilbert Gottfried show, and she said he almost drove her to suicide.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
Who are you talking to?
You.
Oh, me? Yeah, but I want to talk to Howard.
This is Howard.
Howard?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Hi.
Yeah, what is it?
I'm not on the air now, right?
Yes, you are.
Well, I can hear myself.
All right, goodbye.
No, Howard?
Come on, I want to hear this. What was the problem?
No.
What?
Howard, you're not hanging up on me.
Well, I'm going to hang up if you don't tell me your problem with Gilbert.
It's not, no, it's kind of it's really depressing. But I mean, I work for a film director. You probably know her. Her name is Amy Heckerling.
I know Amy Heckerling. She's really a great director.
She's really good, and
she made Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and she made Clueless.
Exactly, Howard. She's wonderful. I love her.
Right.
And Gilbert came over one day, and I never knew about. I just met him a few times, like before, just from far away. And then we started talking about things, and I told him my parents are from Germany, from Poland, went through the Holocaust and everything, blah blah blah. And then he started just to make jokes, like, are you not afraid to take a shower? And
Gilbert.
Are you good looking?
Oh, Howard, I look exactly like you. I look exactly like you.
All right, so you're not even good looking.
Well, I am. People think I'm very attractive. I swear.
How old are you?
I'm not.
I'm just trying to get an idea if Gilbert was trying to pick her up or.
No, he didn't try to pick me up. He's just talking dirty to me all the time. He's a very, very disturbed person.
Tell me about it.
I am also disturbed, Howard, but I think I've been listening to you for 4 years.
So what is your problem with Gilbert?
Pardon?
All right, I got to go.
No, please
She said she had a problem with Gilbert because he came up and started doing Holocaust jokes.
I thought it was at a show. It sounds like he was doing this personally.
Yeah. You mean he just came up?
No, he was. He did it personally, and I was so depressed. And Amy, she didn't want to say anything because she's like comedians, how they are. But
He's just trying to be funny.
Yeah, no, but it was not funny. My father weighed 80 pounds, when he got out of the camps, and Gilbert said, how can I go on a diet and lose that much weight? What did your father do? Things like that. Oh, it was so horrible. You have no idea how. I mean, things like that. If that would come on the air, really, if that would be on the air, Jewish people would not.
So what happened? You almost killed yourself?
Yeah, I went home and I cried all night. I couldn't sleep, and I just was like totally out of it. And
how did Gilbert find out all this information?
Yeah, how does he find out?
Because he asked me about it. He says, "Where are you from? Original and about the Jews." He makes stupid jokes, and he says, "So well."
Well, you can tell she's a German.
Yeah, but he can't find out her father weighed 80 pounds coming out of the camps.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm very open about these.
But you know what happens? Here's how it works.
Okay.
Gilbert walks in. He sees a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Gilbert is angry at all women.
Oh, I wish you could get him on the phone and I could have a conversation with him. I mean, I could just...
Gary, get Gilbert on the phone.
Oh, I wish.
Gilbert sees a woman. Here's a German accent. And he says, and Gilbert's awkward anyway. So he walks up to the woman and he says, "Oh, you're from Germany." So he probably was going to start, nailing her for being from Germany. But she goes, "No, I'm a German Jew," and all of that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she says, she probably loves telling people her Holocaust story.
Right.
Because it makes them feel bad for her.
Yeah.
So she starts to tell Gilbert the Holocaust story, and instead of him...
thinking it'll evoke sympathy.
Yeah, instead of, getting Gilbert to go, "Oh, I really like you, you're great," Gilbert starts goofing on her about the Holocaust, because Gilbert has no moral conscience.
Right.
And then it backfires,
and now she's all upset. She's home crying.
Hey, Gilbert.
Yes.
Hey, so this woman's telling us a story. She doesn't understand you.
No.
Do you remember this woman?
Well, I don't know.
Were you up at Amy Heckerling's?
I just remember.
She's a German woman, and she told you her dad was in the Holocaust. And,
oh, yes.
And
both my parents. Both my parents.
So she probably thought she was going to get your sympathy and everything, and then you started doing Holocaust jokes.
Howard, can I tell you why I talked to him about it?
Why?
I had to pick him up because he was too cheap to take a cab.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yes.
So Amy said, "Well, take it." I said, "I'll pick him up from the hotel. He's probably a nice guy."
Right.
Because he was too cheap to take a cab. He's so cheap.
Yeah, and then
he came to eat at her house.
So how did Gilbert find out that you were in the Holocaust?
Oh, we were talking, I said, "I'm from Germany, I'm Jewish. You're Jewish too, right?" Yeah. you know, and stuff like that. And then you just say,
well, admit you were trying to get you were just trying to get sympathy from Gilbert.
No,
And then when he didn't go for it, you
why
get
would anybody confide in Gilbert?
Yeah. Why would you confide in Gilbert? If he starts goofing on you, why would you...
Not confiding, he's just talking like with normal people, you know?
Gilbert, her dad weighed 80 pounds.
Compassion, but he doesn't have any compassion.
Well, again, that's what I'm saying. Gilbert is not normal.
Right. All right, well, ma'am, here's Gilbert. You wanted him on the phone. Now, yeah, you can talk to him.
Well, I insulted him, too, after this.
Well, how did you insult him?
I made calls to his house and told him that I wished that Hitler's dogs would have bitten off his penis.
I didn't know who those were from.
What'd you say?
I didn't know who those were from.
Yes, you did, Gilbert. You did, and you talked dirty. You talked dirty to my boss's daughter. That was the most disgusting thing. I have never in my life been such shamelessness.
What did he say to the boss's daughter?
I could not repeat that. The FCC would kill Howard if I would repeat
Really?
it.
Go ahead.
Gilbert is a very disturbed. I always thought I was a little disturbed because I am like a little neurotic, German, Jewish, you know, this kind of thing.
Right.
But
yeah, you can't stop talking about it.
I think you are. If we had somebody like you in Germany, I think there would be no Nazis.
Of course not.
Because you're so funny, you're so great. Howard, I wish we had somebody like you in Germany, Howard. I am laughing every morning so hard.
Gilbert,
I had an earthquake. I'm in L.A.
Gilbert, is she good looking?
You want to know the truth?
Yeah.
And she's told me this. She even admits it. She looks like you.
Yeah, really does.
It's true.
I swear to God.
So, Gilbert, you weren't trying to pick her up or anything. You were just trying to make jokes.
Yes, and she was wanted to go for sympathy.
Right.
I think you can't even get it up.
Because, like, right away, Gilbert's like, I know what she was trying to do. She's going, oh, I'm Jewish. I'm from Germany. My father was in the concentration camp. You better like me.
No, both of my parents were in the concentration camp. My father lost like 30 people in the camps. 80 pounds.
Yeah, but what do you want from Gilbert?
He is so cheap. He wants to come to Amy for a free meal. Shame on you, Gilbert. You can't even pay for your own meal.
Can you tell me again how your father lost that much weight?
Yes, see the same old joke. Nobody's buying it. Jewish people will not come to your concerts anymore. I swear. Your career is over, Gilbert. You can sue me. I don't give a damn. You can sue me. I have witnesses. I wanted to kill myself after what you told me.
Now, what happened? You tried to kill yourself?
I know. I was at home. I was like shaking. I had like a breakdown. And I said to Amy, if this guy ever comes to our house, to your house again, I'm quitting my job.
And what did he say?
Jealous. He has a crush on Amy. You know, he is so, he's such a loser. Oh my God. No. I have never met such a loser like Gilbert.
Really?
No, I'm
Gilbert,
sorry, Howard.
you're the biggest loser she ever met.
Yes, and she's been in the
And I don't think he can get it up, and I think it's impotent. And
Sounds to me like you're in love with Gilbert.
No, Howard. I like Daniel DeLewis. Why would I like Gilbert Gottfried?
They're the same type.
He is not very manly. He's not a very, I prefer, what's his name? Ron, that's another friend of Amy's. He's a really nice guy.
I see.
You had him on the show. Ron, what's his name? Ron Zimmerman. Yeah. He would never make a joke about the Holocaust. Never. In his lifetime. He's better looking than Gilbert.
So I guess you've been rejected by another woman. Your sense of humor didn't go over with her.
Yeah, it's surprising.
Did you know you were bombing this bad while you were in the room?
That's nothing. Gilbert's bombed in front of millions of people. Gilbert once went out, and he was working this is the best Gilbert story. He was working a Belinda Carlisle concert. He was actually hired. He was hired to be the opening act.
For the Go-Go's?
Yeah. And he goes out there, and it's all teenage girls. And, you can't talk to them. They're all screaming for the Go-Go's. Gilbert gets upset.
And they warned me. They said, there's going to be teenage girls here and their mothers.
Right. So Gilbert, you got to admit, Gilbert's got balls. He went out and he assessed the situation and starts doing vagina jokes. 2 seconds in, and I mean really crass vagina jokes. And they pulled him off. They actually gave him the hook. They dragged him off the stage.
Howard?
So, ma'am, you think you bother Gilbert?
Howard,
what?
He could make any joke about anything, about my thighs, about my breast, about my ass.
Well, you can't decide what he's going to joke
about.
about.
The Holocaust. I mean, to get such a subject where my parents were suffering and going through hell.
What is that, Gilbert?
No, here she's going in for sympathy from you now.
No, I'm not. not. Howard, I don't want any sympathy from Howard. I think Howard is a genius.
Man, maybe it's like, maybe this is like,
a loser.
Well, maybe you don't have to go around broadcasting your pain to everybody, especially to someone who's like Gilbert.
Howard, I could cry every day about it.
Of course.
I just wanted to let you know that it's hurtful sometimes, you know.
All right.
Well, if you don't tell people, they can't make fun of it.
Right.
Well, I will still do it,
And why would you tell Gilbert in a business situation?
You're looking at Gilbert.
him back. There was nothing else to talk about. He was sitting there like...
There's nothing else to talk about besides the Holocaust?
Well, he asked me, where you from? And, you know, we had a conversation.
Right.
And,
you start out talking about the weather, and then you talk about the Holocaust.
Yeah.
Jump right into it.
Gilbert, you're very tasteless, and all the Jewish people are boycotting you. I don't want boycott because that's not my style. But I'm just saying that I'm happy just to talk to Howard after 5 years listening to him.
Very good.
And you're great, Howard, and I wish you would always be on the air.
So I'm great and Gilbert stinks, right?
Pardon?
I'm great and Gilbert stinks.
Do you realize
Oh, you are great, but even with a small penis, Howard.
Thank you.
I don't even believe that story.
Wait, hold on. Do you realize that you just used the Holocaust to get to talk to Howard?
No,
Your parents were in the camps, and you're using the Holocaust.
Well, at least it's for a good cause that I could talk to Howard. Yes, that was for a good cause.
All right. Well, Gilbert.
Thank you, Howard. I love you, and stay on the air forever and make me laugh forever.
Thank you, darling.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, wait, the Germans
I love you, Howard, and I hate you, Gilbert. You're gonna rot in hell with Hitler.
Gilbert says
both of you.
Gilbert says that there are Germans knocking on your door right now. The Nazis. All right.
I love you, Howard, but there are stormtroopers knocking at my door right now.
All right. Hey, Gilbert, why did you say Anne Frank was a pig? I heard you say that. All right. Very good.
And he's not only...
Well, I meant before she lost.
Not only is he a loser, but he's a cheap loser. That's
right.
Better.
All right, Gilbert, you're a cheap loser. Okay.
What's
and
your
stop
point,
making jokes to 10-year-old girls. Stop making dirty jokes to 10-year-old girls.
Gilbert.
He made a dirty joke to a 10-year-old girl?
Dirty. Oh, Howard, if I the names, I can use these names.
Gilbert, really?
Oh, my God, what he said.
What is that, Amy Heckerling's daughter?
She is the most... I take care of her. She's the most unbelievable child in the world, Howard. She is like she has a sense of humor like you're unbelievable.
Does she make fun of the Holocaust?
Yeah, no, ever. But she makes fun of Gilbert. She says, Gilbert, you wipe your ass, but then you use the same toilet paper because you're so cheap.
Really?
Yeah. She's great. I love her.
She's said that to Gilbert?
Did Gilbert hit on her?
And Gilbert just stays here and laughs.
Gilbert, you're keeping pretty fancy company, Amy Heckerling.
Oh, yes. And her daughter.
Amy is the greatest woman. You are just probably in love with her forever. And she is smart and great. You think she would be with a loser like you?
No, Gilbert wants to go out with her daughter. He's not into Amy.
I would like your job so I could wash her daughter every day.
Do you get to wash her daughter every night?
No,
you don't?
She
Gilbert
takes a shower, but she's a great kid.
Gilbert, help her with it.
I'm not a pervert, Howard. I'm not a pervert.
Gilbert is.
I'm a normal person.
Gilbert, what job do you want?
I would like the job washing Amy's daughter.
Oh, God. Oh, he's so jealous.
Well, Gilbert only wants her daughter because she doesn't have a son. I would like to wash her son, but she doesn't have a son.
Okay, I'll take a daughter.
Gilbert, why did you go into comedy? Why didn't you go into, like, child care and taking care of young children?
Wouldn't you make the greatest nanny?
Yeah, The Nanny, starring Gilbert Gottfried.
I'd like to take care of little kids because I want to give something back to the community.
What a great TV show. Gilbert, goes and knocks on the door. He wants to be the nanny, like Fran Drescher.
Right, yeah.
But he turns on the first couple of jobs because the children aren't young enough. And then he finally gets a job changing, like, a young boy's diaper.
Yeah, he needs kids that can't talk.
Yeah. It could be Dennis Miller's son you go after. You got to work for him.
Has her daughter done anything bad lately? Does she need a spanking? Can she sit on my lap while you tell her about the Holocaust?
Oh, dear.
Ma'am, you there?
He's he's a loser.
Right.
I just can't imagine if she was like this in the car and Gilbert's going rat-a-tat-tat with the Holocaust.
Is this how Gilbert was?
He made so many more jokes I can't even remember, about cows, dogs, always Heil Hitler, and all. Every moment, everything I said.
Gilbert has a Hitler fetish. Gilbert has a Hitler fetish.
Everything I said, he went back to the Holocaust. And
so you would just see
Howard, he ate the food like he was really a survivor. That's how he ate the food in Amy's house.
It's free food.
He pressed up that plate, he licked it up because it was for no money. He didn't have to pay.
He's a monkey.
I'd like to watch Amy's daughter while watching Schindler's List.
He was jealous.
I'd like to fondle her daughter while...
Gilbert, what did you eat in Amy's house?
Well, let's see. It's like German officers brought out most of the food. And it was just basically
Ma'am, all you were supposed to do is drive Gilbert back to his hotel, and you're busy filling him with Holocaust stories.
Well, you know what I think, Howard? Actually, I do think he's funny sometimes if he doesn't talk about the Holocaust. But, I mean, if you have you have a lot of Jewish listeners.
Well, you can't decide what Gilbert's going to be funny about. That's what's great about Gilbert.
Yeah, that's why he's an artist. He has to do what he feels.
Right, aren't you? And you know what happened? The only reason Gilbert ate that much that day is because Holocaust stories make him hungry. You're the one who made him hungry.
Thinking about your parents in Auschwitz, it just made me...
They were not in Auschwitz, you idiot.
I'm sorry.
My father was in Dachau. Well, I want to see you weighing 80 pounds.
He does.
Yeah. Hey, in that case, I apologize. They had the wrong camp.
Oh, God. I cannot believe it.
I'm sorry. Was it your boy? I really feel bad.
Dachau.
It must have been weird when, this lady was driving you home, Gilbert, and she starts, giving you Holocaust stories. I mean, you just want to get back to the hotel, right?
Yeah, I just want to get back in a hurry, take a shower, go to sleep.
And Gilbert, what was the idea behind making jokes about it while she was driving you? You wanted to see how far you could push her?
Yeah, she was just, out of nowhere, she starts telling me that she was in the camps.
Howard, I swear to God, I said...
He had to give her the opposite reason.
Right.
It's kind of it's the first time I've ever had, a driver or anything saying, so, I was in, Sobibor. And I'm like, what is this woman talking about?
I just hope this...
I want to take a nap in the back of the car, and she's telling me about the Holocaust.
Were you really trying to shut her up?
Yeah, it's like,
honey, leave me alone.
Yeah.
I just had a good meal.
Very desperate, Howard, with women. I don't think... I
envy the fact that your parents lost that much weight.
He started asking them how they lost the weight.
Well, is this going to get her so depressed again that she can't...
No, not with Howard in the picture.
Right.
Never with Howard in the picture, because I've heard other jokes he made, but...
How come Amy doesn't have me over?
He's a virgin. He's very frustrated in his life because he's never had a woman. He doesn't know, I don't know how old he is, 40-something or something. He never slept with anybody.
Well, where's your sensitivity? Give it
know.
up.
I don't care. He will never.
Why don't you sleep with him?
Well, I tell you one thing, Howard. I'd rather go through the Holocaust than sleep with him. I really would. He is very unattractive, and he said, you know what he said to me, Howard?
What?
I wanted your number just to talk to you and tell you how great you are.
Yes.
He says, yeah, if you so-and-so me, then I'll give you the number. And then he talks dirty.
Imagine I'm a German officer.
Imagine I'm a German officer. You got to perform fellatio to get Howard's number.
Yes.
Isn't it funny that she would rather be in a concentration camp than make love to Gilbert?
Make love to Gilbert.
I really would, Howard. I tell you.
6 million Jews can't be wrong.
I think, Howard, when you talk about you, I don't believe a thing you said about the penis thing. And anyways, doesn't matter what size the penis is.
Of course.
I have seen very small ones who, when a woman, he looks like something that's not real, you know?
Right, like a hermaphrodite.
Yeah, and you're very sexy, Howard. I think you're very attractive.
I look kind of like your father's penis when he was in Auschwitz.
He wasn't. I said, Dachau, you stupid fool.
Oh, I'm sorry. I always get those camps wrong. Would you forgive me for getting the camps wrong?
Gilbert, do you think that they might have done some experiments on you had you been in the camp? Ma'am, do you think they might have done some experiments on Gilbert?
Yeah.
Gilbert's like, excuse me, ma'am, don't talk about the Holocaust. And how'd your father lose all that weight? And when your father shrank to 80 pounds, did his penis stay big, or does that shrink
I
out?
think like that. He would say all kinds of it. I can't even remember. I wish I would have taped it.
Hey, tell Amy Heckerling.
It was horrifying.
Tell Amy Heckerling to have me over for dinner. I won't make Holocaust jokes.
Berate the driver.
Yeah.
Maybe her boyfriend would get a little jealous. Bronson Pinchot.
Yeah, that poor woman.
He's a very nice guy. Very nice. He treats her really nice.
I'd rather be with Gilbert.
They're both, and Gilbert is just jealous.
Most people would just be in the camps and have sex forever.
He's had a crush on Amy forever because I hope I don't lose my job over this.
No, you will.
I mean, Amy is so great.
Of course you will.
Amy is so great, and she is talented. She's funny. She's beautiful.
Here's desperation time. Please don't fire me.
You have a crush on Amy. You would never get somebody like Amy. Are you dreaming, Gilbert? You don't even get a street ugly homeless woman.
What are you telling me? I'm in competition with Bronson Pinchot now?
Personally, I'd rather go with Gilbert.
Sure.
Give me Bronson Pinchot or Gilbert. I'll go to bed with Gilbert.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
Come on. Annoying Bronson Pinchot. I'd rather be annoyed by Gilbert.
Bronson's very nice, very talented. He treats Amy like a queen.
Really?
Thank God.
The 6 million Jews are happy to come around to see Bronson Pinchot.
There are no 6 million anymore. Maybe New York City.
What happened to the 6 million?
Maybe New York City.
Can you imagine this car ride between them? Gilbert goes out, is invited by one of Hollywood's most famous directors to go out and have dinner for some reason. I can't imagine why. And then
she gets a laugh, at him sometimes.
She likes Gilbert.
This isn't the first time Gilbert.
Yeah, she does. I said, Amy, how could you just sit there and not even say anything? She said, the guy's sick. What do you want? The guy's the poor. That's him. You can't change Gilbert.
This is the speech of how can you stand by and allow this to happen.
Right.
The Jew speech.
The Jew
I
speech.
couldn't believe it. I was sitting there in shock.
Jew speech.
But
Jew speech 103. How can you decent people stand and allow this to happen?
So, Gilbert, would you fly out there special just to have dinner with Amy?
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you try to get anything off her?
He's so cheap, Howard. He could not take a cab. You know what he said to Amy?
What?
Reimburse me when I come there. I swear he did. I'm not lying. I
That's
should
what your
die.
dad said when the train went over.
What did you say, Gilbert?
I say that's what her parents say when they took the train to the camps. Excuse me, do we get a meal with this?
Gilbert, you're a pitiful person.
Right. All right, listen, you two had enough. I think.
Well, Howard, I still love you.
I love you.
You're the greatest.
Right.
And I hope to see you in person one day.
Regards to Amy, by the way.
Is her daughter there with you?
I think your wife is adorable, and you should not flirt so much with all these.
I hear you.
She's wonderful, beautiful.
Gilbert wants to know if Amy's daughter is with you right now.
No, she's not. I'm not living in. I live out.
Do you ever see her running around in her underwear? What type of
All right, that's enough. Okay. All right, Gilbert, thank you.
Oh, okay.
There are places even we won't go, Gilbert.
Hey, Gilbert, hold on a second. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Howard.
Right,
Bye.
Bye. Hey, Gilbert.
Yes.
Oh, you're too funny.
Hey, you're hobnobbing with some big people.
Oh, yeah.
Well, how'd that
You
happen?
and Betty Thomas, so hot.
What?
Oh, sure. You think you're hot stuff because you're Betty Thomas.
Yeah, Betty Thomas.
Gilbert is Amy.
Yeah, he's got Amy. Hey, why don't we bring our director girls with us and we'll go out, the four of us. I'll bring Betty, you bring Amy.
Your director, I'll bring mine.
Yeah.
Well, double date.
Yeah, with our director. All right, man.
What are you doing? Was that like a job interview?
I don't know. I guess he's just friends with her. Was it a job interview? You going to be in her next movie?
Well, I did a movie with her.
What'd you do?
That was, Look Who's Talking Too.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, well...
I'm surprised she's talking to you. No wonder you're doing Holocaust jokes. Isn't that weird? Like all of a sudden someone gives you a ride home and they start in on you?
Yeah, that was very, and then I love the fact that you could do any other kind of joke and that's fine.
Yeah.
It's like typical. Like if you wanted to do an age joke, they'd laugh at it.
Right.
It's like, oh, well, now you're going over the line.
Yeah. All right, man.
Wrong.
Would I wake you up?
No, I'm usually up. I usually run. You don't keep a body like this from sitting around.
Do you ever do any exercise?
I have to send you a picture of me naked.
Anybody there with you or you alone?
Oh, of course.
Okay. I'll see you later. You appearing anywhere? I'll give you a plug.
Oh, let's see. No, nothing really major coming up.
Okay. All right, thanks, Gilbert.
Okay.
Come see us soon.
What does he do sitting in his apartment when there's no gig?
Well, I only need one hand to hold the phone.
He just got a VCR 2 years ago.
Oh, jeez.
He goes, oh, yeah, I watch movies now. All right, man, I'll see you.
I'm planning on getting a toaster.
I'll see you later.
Okay.
All right, thanks for coming on the air. Bye. It's Gilbert Godfrey.
That was funny.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a look into Gilbert's life.
Oh.